That beep beep, I don't know what it is. It's just so... I can't help but laugh when I hear it. What's up, guys? I am back again. So I was just uploading my ITZY teaser videos, and apparently the actual music video dropped while that was happening. So instead of waiting until tomorrow or whatever, I'm just gonna keep the ball rolling and get into this right now. I don't have too much to say because I said it all in the other video, so if you want to know how my feelings on ITZY are, just go back to the previous video. It's just the teasers along with Mamamoo's Gleam, so if you like Mamamoo, check that one out also. But as a little summary, ITZY is weird, creative, interesting. They're still maybe the most intriguing girl group, just because I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what their next move is. It was so, the first song was so unique and so random that I just want to know if that's going to keep going or if they're going to kind of slow down into a groove. Based on the teasers that I reacted to, it followed a very similar sound pattern, but I have no idea how it's going to go structurally for the actual song itself, the composition of it, which if you've watched any of my videos, you know that's generally the most important part of a song to me. So let's just get right into this thing. I don't have too much more to say except that play. It's icy. A little wordplay. Big fan. Keep it up. That beep beep, I don't know what it is. It's just so... I can't help but laugh when I hear it. Okay, so we're in the verse now. It's really hype song. Like, it's, like lots of the whole group yelling random phrases in the background to hype up the song itself. Ooh, I like her voice. Wow, so weird again. See, like, in the other song, they had a really catchy chorus and sort of a weird, interesting verse, and it seems like on this one they switched it around. Hey. There we go. I love parts like this. Just that long bass note with some, like, a little bit of rap flair. It wasn't really rapping, but, like, it's got that vibe to it. Okay. This is probably a pre-chorus, I'm guessing. It's the most singing that's in the song so far. Like, actual, like, you know, belting out notes and making the song flow with, what you would consider, like, traditional singing. Like, this is back to the chorus now, again, with that, like, bouncy kind of, like, a really vibey, like, an EDM beat. Look at those glasses. I kind of want those. Okay, so the bridge is actually, like, a dance breakdown. Oh, they can move. They got some moves. It's okay. I really like her hair too, the pink hair. So I was about to say that it seems like this song actually has less parts than the other one, but now that we're in like the second bridge, oh, I guess it wasn't a second bridge, it was an outro. So that was another really, really interesting song. I don't know if I like it as much as the other one. There was some really cool parts to it. I like how they flip-flopped the whole idea of the chorus and the verse, and had the verse was like really catchy, and the pre-chorus was very singy, you know, and then the chorus itself, or you know, the hook that we would call it in America, it was kind of like, it reminded me of, alright, this is gonna sound kind of weird, but Ariana Grande's one of her most recent songs, Seven Rings, when she's just kind of like, I got it, I want it, I blah 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 blah, that whole thing. It's kind of like a repetitive note over and over again versus like you know, a scale of notes. Most of the time when you go into choruses, to get it catchy, you like to use at least 4 separate chords so that it goes kind of through the entire, like 1, 2, 3, 4 being different will lead you from one place to the next and will allow the vocals to change. How do I explain this? So, like, if you're looking at, you know, somebody that's considered poppy, like, you know, like a pop punk band, like Blink-182, for example, all pop punk bands love to use the 4-chord progression. It's generally sounds like da na 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 na. And you do that because having 4 chords and then wrapping back around to the first one just gives a vibe of catchiness. It's just this kind of upbeat sound that allows the vocals to have to do less work if they don't want to, while the music continues to stay in rhythm and stay catchy. And then with something like that Ariana Grande song that I mentioned, it's one continuous beat. So you have to rely completely on the vocals to carry the actual melody of the song. With this one and that Ariana Grande song, they didn't do a lot with the vocals during that continuous beat. So instead of relying on anything to kind of have a melody, they just dropped the entire idea of a melody and went with more of like just like a dancey hook, you know, something that's meant to just have you grooving back and forth, which is why they kept doing that one move over and over again, which I would look horrible doing, but they put their hands on their hips and they just kind of went back and forth because that's the vibe that they were going for. They weren't trying to blow you away with any kind of hook that you're gonna be singing in the car or anything. It's more for the idea of grooving along to it, which is fine, but it's not necessarily what I'm usually looking for. I like the idea of having that be the lead up and then having the hook itself be really catchy. And you kind of saw that in Dalla, which it's almost like there's 2 choruses in Dalla. One of them is like what we were just talking about, like in this song, but the other one has the one that comes in before it, which I guess you could consider pre-chorus, but they have a pre-chorus that comes in even before that, so I don't think I would. It's really super catchy, and a lot of songs rely on that. Even metal songs, a lot of the time, will, especially the harder ones, they'll just have one riff, one guitar riff that goes through the entire verse over and over again, and instead of the bass doing, you know, a progression, it'll follow the guitar riff, which just kind of leaves it sounding samey, but the purpose of it is to lead up to something else so that when the drop comes in, it sounds that much better. In this situation, it did almost like the anti that. It was like the opposite of what you would normally expect. The construction of it is cool, but the sound of it, I'm not sure that I'm huge into just that vibe that they gave off. I think my least favorite part of the song was actually the chorus, while I really dug the verse, the pre-chorus, and the bridge and the outro. They were all really unique. And the vocals in this song also sounded, they stuck out to me more so than in the other song that I listened to. So I really think that as a talent, the group as a talent, I have more appreciation for. The girls themselves, I think this is the type of song where in 5 to 10 listens, I'll probably appreciate it more and may even learn to love the chorus as it was. And I think for most people, it's going to take several listens to actually figure out how you feel about a song that they put out there. And then I could also see them becoming that eclectic group of people, that niche audience, their absolute favorite. I might end up falling into that category because I like how strangely the songs are structured. But as of right now, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. But kind of tilted a little bit towards the middle. Anyway, guys, thanks for checking in. Annyeong.